From the cocktail classics to the easily forgotten favorites, the drink menu at Boston's newest steakhouse has something for every spirit lover.
That's right. The Vermillion Club likes to have fun with its flavors and the seasons. So Kwani is there getting all the tips and tricks to help you do the same. Kwani, what's going on?
Hi, I was going to tell you all to pull up a seat next to me at the bar, which is where we are right now. I'm here with the beverage director, Amy, and like you mentioned, she's going to show us how to create a menu that is inclusive when you have guests over. I have to add, 75 drinks on this menu.
Yes.
How did you come up with that?
75 cocktails. They're all based on classic cocktails, so we made little tweaks, what we think is better for modern day in some cases. Sometimes they're classic cocktails that you haven't heard of. Sometimes ones that you've definitely heard of, old-fashioned, Manhattan. So yeah, we made our own tweaks and put our own spin on them.
And you were sharing with me earlier how you decided to just come up with a menu that extensive in general.
Yes, so it's inspired by my mother's Betty Crocker cookbook, where there's tabs that say salads, appetizers, and I used to play with that when I was little, so why not have a cocktail book organized that way, especially when it's as large as 75 cocktails. So we organize it by spirit.
Which makes it easier. As someone that likes tequila, when I go to the menu, I just go to the tequila tab, and it makes it way easier to figure out what exactly I want.
Yep.
But when it comes to the flavors, how do you break down what could be a sell for your audience, whether it's a restaurant or at home?
At home, I think a great way to start is just pick your favorite cocktail. What do you like about it? A Manhattan, for example, which I'll talk about in a moment. You could mess around with the base spirit. If you're normally drinking bourbon, maybe try rye. You could try añejo tequila. If there's a certain liqueur that you are interested in experimenting in, just put a little bit in your favorite cocktail just to see kind of how it changes it and kind of have fun. Just make little tweaks, turn dials one by one.
It's a perfect time to experiment. So let's go through the cocktails that you picked for us today.
Sure. So the first one is our signature cocktail here at the Vermillion Club. We wanted a cocktail that would marry our wine list and our cocktail program. So in lieu of sweet vermouth, we use Inniskillen ice wine, which is a rare ice wine that's out of Canada. But even more rare is that it's a red version, Cabernet Franc based, so it gives it red, juicy, cherry flavors. So we used that in lieu of vermouth. And then after we selected that, we went all the way to Kentucky and selected our own bourbon.
Yes.
And this is a bourbon that you can only get at the Vermillion Club. It's made just for this cocktail. And it pairs really well to all those bright cherry flavors, and it has a little bit of spice.
That's a subtle flex. So let's get into the next one really quickly.
So this is a chamomile French martini. It's actually one of our non-alcoholic cocktails for Sober October. And we have a little bit of chamomile in lieu of vodka for that.
And finally,
this last one is what we call a Porto cocktail. Okay. Everything in here is grape-based.
Oh, nice.
So we have white port, we have cognac. I'm just going to pour it over grapes, of course, and then we pour the sparkling wine over the top, and you can see the grapes dance in the glass. And if you dine with us, this will be done tableside.
Hey. Well, Amy, Racine, thank you so much for giving us a little insight as to how we can be the perfect host when it comes to cocktails. But of course, you're going to want to come here at the Vermillion Club right on Fed Street to check out all the creations that she has in her book. I'll send it back to the studio.
It's almost noon. We'll give you permission to get started there, Kwani. Go for it.
Those look great. Thanks, Kwani.